I can't say enough about this program. I am such an overawed volunteer, and it has been so thrilling this past year to work with these kids, to work with Daniela and Debbie. You know, and I taught with Alan. We just had a great time. It was a blast. Those lesson plans were so spot on. They were so extraordinary. They were so of the moment that I can't even tell you. They were just, every month it would be just a wonderful topic. This is the gold standard. It is just extraordinary. Thank you so much. I'm in for next year. I'm in for You got me.
It was challenging at times to engage. We had I think 7th grade middle schoolers. It was hard sometimes, even with wonderful materials. But especially the Q&As, that got them more engaged than anything else. So it was really fulfilling. Thank you for all your excitement. I'm on board for next year.
I tell my own kids who are in their 40s, okay? I say, I'm teaching on Friday. I can't do this or I can't do that. Nana, will you babysit? Oh no, I've got a class.
The reason that I said yes was because I thought this was an opportunity to make a difference in young people's lives. Like that sounds maybe a little bit sappy, but it really feels true. And it was a chance to do that in an area that I'm passionate about, which is, teaching about civics.
I was overly impressed with these middle schoolers because they were always engaged. They always wanted to get their input in. And there were times when we would ask people to raise their hands and we would have 3 things to do and have 8 hands up. And it was that way every class. So, their engagement was just out of this world. And I was just so impressed with how well they did and how well they did with the information.
I would say my favorite part was arguing, my side. Winning, of course, I wanted to win. I knew we was going to win from the start. And I really like this program because I feel like I didn't have this in middle school or even in high school now. So I'm really grateful to have this program in our schools now and stuff like that.
Not only winning the challenge, but having my arguments, they were kind of easy to argue against if I should be banned, and then having everyone agree with me, I like that. Just seeing students that weren't even interested in law be so interested in wanting to see how it turns out and see how they could change the way the ruling went. Having them so engaged, I can only imagine students who actually want to be engaged in law,
The day of the final presentations, they had a final 6. And one of our teachers thought it was very funny to prank us into thinking that we didn't make it into the final 6. And we were like, oh my God, no way. Because everyone were going to go present to the final judges for the final 6. And he was like, no, you can pack up your presentation. No, there's no more presentations. And we were like, what? We sat in the classroom and we were like, there's no way. We were just so bitter about it. But then he was like, oh no, you guys can go present. And it was just we screamed so much except for the first 6. So it was really fun.
We have future lawyers, judges, and leaders of this city and this country in the schools that we're teaching.
Yes.